The episode begins with Jinshi deep in thought, wondering if he should reveal the truth about his past, as everyone, including the queen, has urged him not to hide his favorite things. Gaoshun greets him with a good morning, hinting that Jinshi can't hide anything from him. Jinshi admits he wants to tell Maomao the truth. Meanwhile, Maomao is making medicine in the storeroom when a friend tells her that Gaoshun is calling for her. When she arrives, she finds Jinshi waiting too, asking Gaoshun for permission to take Maomao with him for a few days. Though Gaoshun jokes he could take another girl, Jinshi insists only Maomao will do. After some playful back and forth, permission is granted, and they head to another town for a hunting event. On the way, Basin explains the significance of the region's flag and loyal soldiers, but Maomao barely listens, thinking Basin resembles Gaoshun. Gaoshun was invited as a guest, but Basin is attending just as a guard. When they reach their accommodation, Maomao is impressed by the large house, though inside it is unbearably hot since Jinshi has all the windows and doors shut. Jinshi insists they stay hidden indoors for safety reasons. At a party outside, Maomao wishes to open a window, but Jinshi refuses. Instead, he asks her to taste the food for poison. She tastes the juice and finds it delicious with no signs of poison. Jinshi then lets Basin eat, but Basin suddenly collapses with blood from his mouth, though it's unclear if it's a prank by Jinshi. Later, Gaoshun tells Maomao she can rest, and Maomao worries about tomorrow's hunting trip. Meanwhile, we see shady figures preparing guns for a robbery. During the hunting trip, Maomao wanders off, finding Basin playing with a smart dog, thinking he should be in the military. At a party, the king offers Jinshi a drink, but Jinshi declines and stays masked, making Maomao think he is the most important guest. Jinshi leaves suddenly. Maomao follows, and they are ambushed. Jinshi shields her. They jump into a waterfall, and he revives her inside a cave. Maomao, feeling cold and embarrassed, changes clothes while Jinshi also struggles to change, but refuses help. Maomao finds medicine in her belongings and gives it to Jinshi. As her stomach growls, Jinshi shares some of the medicine with her. Jinshi explains about the use of gunpowder, a rare weapon. They decide to find an exit, and after some searching, they discover a high passage. Jinshi offers to lift Maomao, but she hesitates because of his status. When she tries to climb, a frog scares her, causing her to fall onto Jinshi. As she tries to move away, Jinshi holds her close, staring at her, and the episode ends. The next episode begins with Lihaku sitting and worrying about where Maomao and Jinshi have gone because the party has already started, and the important guests are noticing that the special guest, Jinshi, is missing along with the girl. Lihaku thinks that he must find them quickly before any problems occur, and he believes the party should end early to avoid trouble. Meanwhile, we see Maomao in Jinshi's lap, and Jinshi holding her closely. Maomao notices the warmth and good smell from Jinshi's body, and by mistake, her hand touches somewhere she thinks is the frog that fell earlier. She touches it again, but Jinshi starts making a strange face, and Maomao realizes that what she is touching isn't a frog, but something much bigger, and she starts doubting her earlier assumption that Jinshi might be gay. She stares at his face, confused. Jinshi tries to say something, but Maomao keeps talking about the frog until Jinshi, annoyed, tells her it wasn't a frog. Maomao tries to argue that maybe it was just a big frog because it felt sticky like one. Jinshi, getting frustrated, pushes her down and grabs her legs, teasing her that she can't run away now. Maomao, feeling trapped, thinks she has really annoyed Jinshi too much, but knows she can't kick him since he is holding her tightly. As Jinshi leans closer trying to kiss her, Maomao hears a dog bark and calls for it. The dog jumps right onto Jinshi, saving her from the kiss. She hugs the dog happily, calling him a good boy, and asks Lihaku to get them out. Lihaku manages to rescue them, and they explain that they were attacked by bandits using guns in the forest. Maomao finds it hard to explain how she ended up with Jinshi, and Jinshi suspects the bandits were supported by someone high-ranking. Later, a soldier finds a piece of cloth and identifies it as belonging to Jinshi, making the king panic and order a search party. Soldiers sweep the waterfall area and find a suspicious merchant, but after questioning, they move on. Meanwhile, Maomao cleverly uses the dog to find a gun hidden by an old man. The old man tries to recover it, but falls into their trap. Jinshi explains how sparks from two metals can fire a gun using gunpowder. The party resumes at night, and Gaoshun prays for Jinshi's safety. A drunk man approaches Jinshi asking about a pregnant woman, but Jinshi pretends not to know. Maomao, watching from a window, reflects on her uncomfortable day and memories of two twin girls from her past. Later, Jinshi comes to her door to apologize for what happened under the waterfall. Maomao also apologizes, thinking about how she had cried alone as a child. She promises Jinshi will always be her master. Jinshi gives her a special medicine stone, making her very happy, and she thanks him. She secretly thinks that even if Jinshi isn't gay, she can use the medicine somehow. While Jinshi stands outside trying to confess something important, that he is the brother of the king. But the episode ends before he can say it. The next episode begins with a scene showing several males who are actually eunuchs, their testicles removed so they could work in the palace. One of them has pain in his leg, but when asked by the supervisor, he denies anything is wrong. Then, we see Lalin, who is being whispered to by her maid about something unknown. Meanwhile, Maomao and her friend are walking together when her friend becomes serious, asking Maomao for help in finding a job because she only has 6 months left before she must leave. She explains that her family isn't rich, and if they were, she would have already been married. Maomao thinks about her few connections and wonders if she should send her friend to the pleasure district because she is beautiful and smart. But, since her friend wants to study and not do that kind of work, she decides against it. Maomao thinks maybe Jinshi could help, but does not ask. Then Sui appears, and Maomao's friend asks her if she has any connections for a job. Sui smiles and says she knows how to make connections, and tells them to follow her. They arrive at a massive hot spring where around 1,000 people could bathe. Maomao and her friends start washing themselves. Maomao notices her friend's body but doesn't understand why she is observing it. Sui asks for shampoo, and they all help each other wash. Maomao's friend is shy because she is used to bathing in cold water. They discuss how making connections with headmaids here could help get jobs. Sui teaches massage skills, and Maomao offers her skill of painless hair removal with a thread technique. After this, they prepare to meet important maids. Later, Maomao's friend speaks about how expanding connections could lead to job opportunities. In another scene, Maomao is removing hair while thinking about the 4 kokobanos, noting that only 3 are pregnant and wondering who isn't. Maomao realizes Lady Lan might be the one not pregnant. Then, they meet some enslaved boys, and Maomao is troubled by the thought of forced slavery. They meet Jinshi's group, and Maomao's friend admires their status. Maomao assures her there is no need to be discouraged. Then they spot Lady Lan heading for a bath and girls offering food to testers. There is some jealousy among the maids as they notice Maomao's closeness with Gaoshun. They hope Maomao can help find jobs for their friend, and Maomao agrees to take her to meet her friends. When they reach the changing room, the girls stare awkwardly. Maomao's friend refuses, feeling uncomfortable, so Maomao keeps her busy with other tasks like ironing clothes. Meanwhile, Maomao continues removing hair painlessly for the maids, impressing them. Then we see Lady Lan, who was married very young due to politics and left alone after her husband died. Maomao sympathizes with her loneliness. Lady Lan rewards the girls with delicious juice and reveals she avoids night baths because she once saw a ghost, and the episode ends.